if pain just seems to be lingering and keeping getting worse, especially those like DOMs and muscle aches and things like that, then you may want to think about, okay, do I need to take a rest here? The other one is things like depressive symptoms or just like massive changes to your motivation. If you wake up and every single fiber of your being is like, I do not want to go in and train today, then consider that that is your brain telling you that this is it reaching its capacity. Okay. And the reason these are important is all three of those. So, like the physical stuff, the movement, the inner quality of movement, and the psychological stuff are all things that we are taught. Those are the things that you need to push through, and you're never going to grow unless you try to push through these things. Annoyingly, that's still kind of true. So, when you feel those symptoms initially, they are going to be telling you that you need to rest. If you want to see growth, you do actually want to push through them just a little bit. Okay. So once you get to the point, that saying of like when it starts hurting, that's when you start counting, might actually be true. When you feel like you don't want to do it, that is prime time for improving the strength of that area of the brain by pushing it just a little bit harder. But the key word there is just a little bit. So actually, what you want to start testing out and collecting in your data when you're training is how long can I go before I start getting that the feeling of I don't want to do it, or the physical markers of things are starting to tire out and get worse. And then push it a little bit and see how long then does it take me to recover? How long does it take me till I feel totally better and ready to go again? And what you can then start playing about with is if you actually are willing to give yourself huge rest periods before you go back into things, then you can start playing with number one, upping the initial intensity. So, the zone where everything feels good and you can go for ages, we don't necessarily need to worry about that. We can make things super intense so we get to that second bit a little bit easier, and then we can ease off and we can try to ride that out for however long we need to push ourselves, to train our endurance or what.